Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Factorio Beginner's Guide. My name's Negative and let's get cracking. Today we've got a lot of things to work on, we've got a lot of things to look at, to fix, potentially. And yeah, let's dive right in. Now, before we actually start building some things, there's been some comments about the sound quality. I must apologise, it is what it is. The noise gate is very, very harsh because this microphone is a piece of shit. And I'm not going to lie about that. Like, it literally picks up everything in the background. So it's absolute garbage, and I'm just struggling to get it right. So my advice would be to actually turn down your volume so that you can just hear my voice. The other issue is that you'll notice that the Factorio music just fucking stops. Like, there's these large portions of time where there's no sound actually coming from the game, which further, highlights the issue. Anyway, so let's just dive in. Apologise, is what it is. And I don't know. The only way to fix it is for me to spend lots of money, and I don't have lots of money, so I'm kind of stuck, I'm afraid, until I win the lottery or something. Now, we're over here at our oil build, and you may notice that everything's stopped. Our sulfur has stopped, our plastic has stopped, everything's just stopped. Now, this is a common problem. Lots of people will run into this issue because it's because we haven't moved quickly enough, or we haven't been able to move quickly enough and get to where we need to go. And where we need to go is actually advanced oil processing, and that advanced oil processing gives us access to oil cracking, which gives us a way of turning light and heavy oil into something else. Right now, though, we've just got to store it. So it's just been accumulating, storing, and it's got to the stage where it's actually full now. So we need to deal with it. Now, there's three ways, one of which is cheating. I will show you it, but I'm not going to use that way. So, for example, right, saying we, so these are full, and that's why this isn't working, because all of these pipes are backed up currently. So there's physically no more room to put any oil, so they won't work. Three solutions. If I pick this up and put this down again, you see that it's empty, or was empty. So that's one way, but that's cheating. What I'm going to show you though is a way of actually dealing with these until we have the advanced oil processing. Basic, where? Because everything has changed. Here it is. Advanced oil processing. Allows us to crack heavy oil into light oil and crack light oil into petroleum gas. But we'll talk about just dealing with this for the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to build 4 chemical plants. And then our little build is going to go like here-ish, I think. So we're going to go one there. Then move that down by 1. We'll go something like this. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take our our light oil and turn it into solid fuel. Now, what's solid fuel? It's a better version of coal, basically. In the base game, okay, we've got, for example, wood. Raw wood has a value, I think, is 4 megajoules. Coal has a value of 8 megajoules. And then we have solid fuel, which is 25 megajoules of power. So obviously, much stronger when it comes to actually burning the stuff and getting power from it. Let's just see if this will fit. Oh, it's just going to fit. Okay, nice. Oh. Now what this does is this is a short-term fix, right? This just solves the problem for us so that we can come back at a later date and update it to other things. No, it just keeps things going for us for the moment. That's all we want here. Okay, so we've got laser turret. damage. We'll just keep rolling through red and green science. Okay, so we've got some solid fuel. This is excellent news. You see that these are going to run fairly quickly. It's going to open up some room, which is going to allow these refineries to start working again. So with this solid fuel, what we're going to do is we're going to run it clear across the map. I'm actually going to go grab some belt real quick. So I want to go scout out where I'm taking it. So I'm going to bring it over here and then up and into here. Okay, so I'm just going to put it like straight in here, because what I want to do is actually want to turn off these coal mines so that we run completely on solid fuel. I like solid fuel because it's effectively limitless. Like oil jacks, they will run down to 0.1 oil per second. I'll show you this this little thing very shortly. So the oil patches, they will never fully run themselves out. For example, you see this stone patch here? If we were to mine this, it would eventually disappear. With this oil, you see that it's got yield. So the yield is 449% currently. So that's 4.49 oil per second. This will go down to 0.1 oil per second, and then it will stop. That'll be as low as it'll go. So it'll just keep going limitlessly at that for the rest of time. Now, if for example we take some of that oil and we turn it into solid fuel, well then it's even better, because we've got this fuel that we're burning, and we're always going to have access to it. That's the theory anyway. Here's the other fucking issue about the sound. When the music does decide to turn on, it's way too loud. Irritating. Irritating is what that is. Okay, so we will grab this here. Brilliant. Okay, so this will just keep everything running, which is great news. You can see that these refineries are starting to turn on again. And actually expanding these may be an idea. I am actually going to expand these, I think. I'm going to take it out to 4. 4 on each side. Just to get a little bit more throughput. Get some lights down. And it'll just work out. Happy days. So we'll copy. Shift right click, shift left click to paste. And we'll spin that around. And that's the next one up and ready. Good. Connect those up. We need some power real quick so that everything works. Oh god. Sometimes your hobby isn't as easy as it should be. Okay, we'll put inserters down. It's all connected up. We just need to hook these up here. Okay, now you'll notice that our power is a little bit low. That's okay, because we're working towards fixing all of that. Now we'll disconnect all this coal because it is no longer required. These coal mines can just sit there and be abandoned now. We can actually use it to work on our plastic, which I think is a good idea. It saves us having to go find extra coal. Nice. Now then, what do we need? Well, I want to expand my power plant out to another full bank of 2. Now, if I come up here, I want to show you guys real quickly the solar that we've come up with. Now, this is just a very, very rough and quick build. So I've thrown down some solar panels and a few accumulators. They're currently out of power because it is nighttime. As you can see, our power is not quite there. You know, our grid at the moment is 13 megawatts. Just move away from that so it's not too loud. You see, I've got 3.7 megawatts of solar power currently. So we're doing quite nicely actually with our solar power. It's going to keep doing its thing. Now I notice that we're really, really low on copper. I need to add some more copper mines to our facility so that we can actually keep up with all the things here. Now we need 28 boilers, so we're going to need stone for that. You can see the stone, the solid fuel starting to move through. This is great. So 28. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That'll do. It's too many, but you know, whatever. Now we're going to need... That's 12 steam engines so far, which actually we'll delete that and we'll go grab some gear wheels so it's a little bit easier. Craft. Now I'm going to actually put the power plant, right? The power plant's going to go on this side so that I can expand my copper furnace into this area. Okay. Try and give yourself room where you can. Actually, there's another copper patch I could potentially mine out. These are good ideas. These are good ideas. I'm glad we're thinking about this before just running off and building it. So I've got my furnaces, so I need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Good. Actually, my boilers, that's what they are. Okay, so we need, we've got 2, we need 5. Actually, hold on. I could grab the pipe for this. Got some pipe automated, we do. See, I was thinking ahead. We need 5, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 10. Okay, so we should have the materials required to build this. Should have. Build a rock. A little bit of demolitions with an automatic rifle. No worries. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we need to line all this up. Now, I think that putting this hard up against there is what we want to do. So we'll build it backwards, as we always do, so that we can line everything up nicely. Okay. Just need to delete this for a sec, so that we can get everything placed down nicely. Now this power plant will be good for 20 megawatts. So we'll be fixing a large percentage of our problems. Actually, I need to go make sure this is plugged in because we are getting attacks. And theoretically what we can do here is we can actually keep expanding this power plant out in this direction. I think I want to come back though and grab that copper just there. So I feel like that would be a really, really nice addition to our mining. Yep, the attacks are still coming. I will run the pipe down here. We need 2 offshore pumps. We also need a splitter. We also need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got our burners, our burner inserters being built. Very nice. We need a splitter here. You see that these have automatically flipped over to solid fuel. They just grab whatever's burnable and they put it in the furnaces. See, this is still burning coal though, and these will eventually switch themselves over once they get to the stage where they actually need it. Very, very nice, isn't it? Okay, so we'll throw these down. Throw these down. Now we need to get some water. So we will not be able to quite line them up nicely. Okay. These things always happen. That's alright. Okay, so that one's done. This one can go here like this, and then we'll just grab some normal ones, and there we go. That's our power plant expanded, doubled actually, 20 megawatts now. 20 megawatts, how good is that? Now I've actually got some accumulators as well. So the accumulators are going to act as backup storage, just until we can get to the stage where we can go fully solar power. Now, that's all, got lots of lights. Okay. Now, I'll just spend a little bit of time doing some inventory management because my inventory is full of garbage. And then the next job is going to be to actually start working on fixing our copper situation. Namely, getting a little bit more copper coming in. You can see that this belt isn't quite compressed. So we need more here on this side. Now, to do that, we're going to need some electric mining drills. And we're going to go and grab this little patch here. I like this patch. Okay. Now if we have a look, I think that the best way of doing this would actually be like this. But actually, if we moved it over by 1, right, we would be able to mine the entire patch out with 1 strip of miners. I like that idea. Oh, grab that one for me, thank you. I need another 2. While that's building that, I can build a belt. Once there. Now we need some more research. That finished a little while ago. That'll do. And while I'm just working on all of this, I'm not doing blue science, and the reason for that is blue science is quite heavy on its resource requirements, so I'm doing my best to avoid it. Now, actually, I'll just bring this straight through and in. This is only a temporary mine. It's not a long-term one. I can be a little bit ugly with the belts. I have no more belt. Okay. Notice how the music stopped? I don't know why it stops. Should be, you know, a constant loop. Anyway, I'm not a game designer, I'm just a lowly YouTuber with shitty sound. How do I want to do this? I don't want to just throw it straight in. I want to come up here like this. I want to do something like that. Okay. There we go. Now we'll go hook this up with some power. So it can start working. And then we're going to have a look and see what the effect is. I think ideally we would add another 2 or 3 little outposts like this. But we'll see how we go. Yep, okay, so it's adding a nice little bit of copper to the line. So looking at the map very quickly, okay, we need to identify other potential places that we could get copper. There's some really nice patches down to the south. Wow, check out that oil patch. That is ridiculous. We've got a really big iron patch down here. We potentially actually probably need that shortly. Copper's the issue right now. Here's another copper patch. Actually, if we could mine that copper patch out, I don't know, route the belts down and in or something, that would actually work really well. I think maybe going up there and utilising that patch will be the next thing. But that's going to be for another episode. I just want to see what this is going to do to this one before I sign off for the day. You can see that the compression is increasing, which is very, very nice. Yep, so we're nearly at full compression. You see there are some small gaps in the line. Means that potentially we could handle, you know, adding in 1 or 2 here. But another thing that I need to do is I actually need to straighten out the inflow system here and try and make it look a little bit more like this, which, as you can see, is 2 belts in here. So maybe going something, moving this over 1 and then going 2 belts in and across. But that is for me to play around with, so thank you very much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Factorio Beginner's Guide, and it should be fun.